Oh, no doubt. Okay, yeah. We was just talking about Eat a Mad Assassin, Mr. Intro Music, Mr. Former 1/4 for the other horseman on the Panther Politix podcast. So, man, how y'all weekend was, man? I feel like I ain't seen. I know we was just on here last Wednesday, but I feel like I ain't talked to y'all in a really, really long time for some reason.
Because the weekend was cool. Yeah, I know. It's a matter of liking people. And
So you say you
remember what I did?
Yeah,
I'm trying to remember what I did.
That's a problem for me too. I never seem to be able to remember exactly what I did. Sometimes I'm like, yeah, I know I had a good time. It's not quite sure.
I know what I did.
And then I worked, and then I worked, and then I put that down so that I
do
could
some
do
work.
a little bit
And
of
got
other
to
work.
work.
Yeah.
And it all works.
I had to put in that work.
Put in that worm.
All the time. We don't know how to do anything else, I don't think.
First, are you gonna do an intro?
I mean, I'll get to it eventually.
Okay. And then second, are you gonna mention what day it is?
Yeah, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna Yeah,
okay.
I'm gonna get to it. Matter of fact,
that could be the title of the thing.
You know what?
Birthday bitches.
Birthday suits.
God.
If Nelly had came out with that as an album after the whole sweatsuit, tracksuit, whatever the fuck thing he was doing, I think that would have been the downfall of his career.
That would have been fire, yeah. Birthday
fire.
Suit. Birthday suit.
By Nelly.
You know you're my dude, right?
No doubt.
You know I got nothing but love and respect for you. But when you say you black, you ain't joking. And you're wearing a black hoodie in the dark.
Oh yeah, no doubt. And I didn't think about the fact that this lighting is not like, you know what? I might be able to hold up. I might
sinister.
Hold up. Ladies and gentlemen, y'all don't know. I got a special guest in the building. Lazarus, North Carolina hip hop legend. In case y'all didn't know.
Celebrating the birthday.
Hey, Les.
Hey, Les.
And I was saying that shit like I've known him for years.
You got King 7 and King Laz in the building, yo. King 7 and King Laz in the building at the same time. It's up. Yo, that's better. No doubt. I can see me. I don't look like a shadow figure on the screen anymore.
Yeah, we can see you.
There you go.
It looked like when on a what was it, 2K, when there's a motherfucker that they don't have a picture of and shit, and it's just a shadow.
Like a fucking silhouette. Yeah. You haven't unlocked this character yet.
Nah. I'm working on it right now, bro. Working on it right now. So
Gravitas go gold yet?
Nah, they still bitches. It's all good though.
Oh,
you know what I'm saying? Yo, speaking of which, let's get to it, man. Welcome to the party, y'all. Pantha Politix Podcast. Y'all already know what time it is. Of course, I am 7 the Panther, aka the Carolina Hurricane, ridiculous slang, aka your baby mama's favorite rapper, aka Pod Strickland, if you get the point. You know what I'm talking about? And of course, I got my bros in the building with me. Mojo Barnes, Mr. Bodega Buds himself. How you doing, sir?
I'm doing pretty good. How art thou?
Art thou? Thou art chilling. Like literally, because it's cold as fuck out here, but like it's all good. Like I ain't true.
He did a bougie ass throat clearing right after he said it too. How art thou?
How art thou?
My rich laugh.
Don't be hitting me with your Grey Poupon shit, son. I ain't don't be hitting me with that. Oh shit. Monster Elicit, I feel like I already know what the answer to this is going. Monster Elicit, how you doing, man?
I'm the only angry white motherfucker in the country, brother.
Yeah, everybody else is pretty pleased with how things are going right now.
You might have a point there. I ain't gonna say
tariffs.
You might have a point.
They can say that they're mad, but they're not angry.
They're only mad because they even only angry because they got caught. Because everybody's seen it.
Some of them are mad that there's a recall on Ritz.
Oh man.
Because man, they love them crackers. But
love them crackers.
Yeah, they it's the little white inconveniences, but man, do I hate these people.
Just for the record, ladies and gentlemen, we hired Monster Elicit on Pantha Politix Network to say all the white people shit that we can't say and get away with. So
all of you.
Oh my mama. Me personally, I can't lie. This is one of the few times I can say that I feel that I'm doing great and mean it. You know what I'm saying? Really. In great company with my brothers from the pod, of course. My brother Lazarus is in here. You know what I'm saying? I'm at my mom's crib right now, so you know what I'm saying. I got to see my family today. I didn't get to see my pop. Some shit went weird with us trying to link up, but it's all good. You know what I'm saying. We it don't matter. It don't change nothing. You know what I'm saying. But the whole reason why I'm even here, you know what I'm saying, just on some humbug shit out of the blue. Today's my birthday. You know what I'm saying. And my album Gravitas dropped today. But before I even get into Gravitas or anything related to that, I turned 50 years old today, yo. 50. You know
Cue the Kevin Hart.
Damn.
Exactly.
Mojo.
Oh.
50 years old.
Mojo was getting ready to call it out and then he broke. That's fucked up, bro.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, but like,
happy birthday, brother.
Thank you, man.
Happy birthday.
I had to come to the realization that this is an accomplishment, not something that I need to be afraid of. You know what I'm saying? Like, for at a point, I was kind of like, eh. But then I realized, like, I know 100 motherfuckers I came up with that ain't make it past their 20s.
I was about to say, you remember you black, right?
Like, you make it past
their 20s and 30s.
Yeah, no, there's a lot of things counting against you. There's a lot of things that are counting against you.
Yes, I mean, you know, and wasn't doing nothing to help it when I was younger. So I mean, you know, the fact that I survived it and I'm still here, I mean, say a lot. And I think one of the things that that stuck out to me today, I just happened to be riding in the car and I was listening to Spotify, and I just had it on a random playlist that I had built. But it got to the end of it, and the very next song that it played was a song called "Stick to the Plan." And when I heard the song, it reminded me. You know what I'm saying? Oh shit! All of this shit is happening for a reason. You know what I'm saying? I had a vision of what the road was supposed to look like for me. You know what I'm saying? And it ain't been perfect. It ain't been everything it was supposed to be. Some people will argue that that the industry shafted me, pause. But you know, it is what it is, man. You take your lumps, you win, you lose, whatever. But I just realized at this juncture that there are so many people who haven't made it in, who won't make it here. You know what I'm saying? And despite the fact that I was out doing the wild hooligan shit I was doing, ta-da! Yeah, I am. So, you know what I'm saying? Hey, man, making it to 50 as a black man in America that's not rich and not powerful in their own sense, you know what I'm saying, is an accomplishment. So, salute to that. Salute to all my other brothers 50 and up. All y'all is close to it. All y'all is making y'all way there. Get to it, yo. Get to it. We got work to do. We got work to do still. You know what I'm saying? With that said, Gravitas came out today. We ain't gonna go too crazy. We ain't gonna go too crazy about it, but you know what I'm saying? We're gonna get deep
today,
into it next week, pause. But
we're gonna get deep.
We'll get deep next week.
Say who produced the album real quick.
Oh, the album was produced by Drugs Beats. The album was produced by Grammy-nominated producer Drugs Beats.
Thank you. You just dropped an album produced by a Grammy-nominated producer.
True indeed.
There's a lot of people out there that want to say they're rappers, and they might even be right, but they ain't never gonna get that. Even at 50,
might even be right.
That's crazy.
Now some of them they'll say it and they wrong.
Very wrong.
Lie about it.
Yeah.
They Grammy nominated.
What's really hood? They ain't even rappers at Christmas time. What's really hood? I can't lie. I was like jumping with excitement, waiting to see how people responded to the album. You know what I'm saying? So I can talk about that. We ain't got to deep dive into the album itself, but I can tell you about the response that it's received so far. There have been people who I had no clue, had any idea who I was, or that would ever take the time to listen to my music, that have DM'd me to say, "Hey, yo, bro, this shit crazy." Like, and they would point out specific songs that they really, really like. And it's good that Laz is here right now because Beware is a lot of people's favorite record. And I understand why the energy, the familiarity of the dun, 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 dun. Like, you know that from LONS, you know that from Joe Budden, you know what I'm saying? But it was executed completely different. You know what I mean? And then with that, yo, I'm gonna tell you something good. This doesn't happen to me very often. There's probably only 4 MCs that I know that have made me do this. Mojo, you've done it before. I sent Laz the beat. Laz sent his verse back very quickly with the hook and everything. And once I heard it, I said, yeah, whatever I was thinking about writing to this, nah, never mind. Never mind. I was tripping. You know what I'm saying? Oh, man. Yo, so, I'm about to do some bullshit right now. But y'all just bear with me. Last,
yes, sir.
do me a solid, bro. Can you kick a verse for me, please?
Kick
something?
A verse.
Can I get something?
That's me. Come on, bro.
Because remember, I interviewed Laz on Sidebars, but I didn't. My dumb ass, because people were supposed to be spitting the verse at the end of Sidebars, and I forgot to ask him. I had him and Yamin Somali on the fucking podcast and didn't ask them to rap. So let me just anything. It don't matter. Just 16 bars, something smooth. Yeah.
Oh man, I say the Lord's working on closed circuit low tech surveillance. Speculators should check the tape as their weapons fail them. Set the table. I tell my lady that real China, that good silver, these meals coming. Chef Du, Clef, Favreau, Treble, Echo, rest of my staff. Rep on behalf of those fallen trying to stand up this flag. Yo squad, suicide if you and I both draw. Brave, bold, new world. Who the Lord gonna call? Present seeds like your parents' room peeking on Christmas Eve. Every day though, in every way grow. Respect the lays for y'all. Respect to make a heart hue dark. Adversary feel like Salieri hearing Mozart. A mass requiem of devils here to bury your God. Dance above the checker print a candlelit war. May only he who worthy yield the hammer with Thor. Meanwhile, my daughter point the hammer at y'all.
Meanwhile, my daughter point the hammer at y'all. Son.
We had to keep it low because we at mom's house right now. We don't want to just...
No doubt. Yeah. I'm going to have to remember that when we get to some of these topics.
Birthday bars, man. I don't care what he's talking about, man. We're celebrating the Pepper's birthday, man.
Birthday
50, but we wasn't supposed to make it past 49.
We still alive.
Throw your hands up in the skies.
That's great.
We don't condone copyright.
That part. Hell yeah. Fuck that. I don't. You know what else I don't condone? I don't condone people. Look, let me just get. I want to start right here because I want to say for the record that 50 Cent is one of the most hilarious human beings I've ever seen in my lifetime. He makes me laugh all the time. Is the shit he do petty? Sure. Sometimes is he dead wrong? Of course. But it's still funny. Case in point. 50 Cent right now, one of the greatest achievements of 50 Cent's career right now has been the success of BMF outside of music. Well, guess what 50 Cent said? Long story less long. Big Meech just got out of jail not too long ago. And guess who they just snapped pictures of him with, chilling, kicking it? None other than the boss himself, Rick Ross. Well, in case y'all don't remember, Officer Curly and 50 Cent had a problem. And it ain't never ended because 50 Cent just don't end problems with people. Like, it's been a couple. Him and Jadakiss cool now, you know what I'm saying? But you know, it's the most people he don't squash it with. So explain to me why Big Meech, who while he was locked up, 50 Cent took their story, put it on the screen to generate funds for them to start putting some money back in their pockets because of all the money they lost. He took his son, put him in acting classes, and let him play him. You know what I'm saying? Keep the family bond strong. Why would the first thing you do when you come out of jail be to go link up with a nigga that the dude who keeping y'all paid got a problem? Make it make sense.
I mean, yeah. Like, I don't know. That's tricky because Rick Ross pretty much like made people aware of who this dude was, whoever wasn't aware of him. At least just the name.
Blowing money fast. I feel you. No doubt.
Yeah. So I don't know. I'm looking at this picture right now, and Rick Ross looks so happy
because Rick think he won by doing that. Rick think he won by doing that.
Yeah.
If you're gonna go out there, say something. Like he can hit up 50 and been like, "Yo, like he, you know, okay, Ross, like had my back on something too. Like I need to go out and talk to him."
Yeah. Like I think that's a conversation that could be had, but at the same time. Me personally, and I mind you, this is the whole reason why I even am on 50 side in this. There's something to be said for people who consistently show you who they are, and that they not only do they fuck with you, but he could have easily got anybody to play Big Meech if he wanted to do BMF. He could have took their whole story, fabricated the entire thing, and got anybody to play those parts, and not even included nothing about the actual story of BMF in the story. He could have done all of that because there's so much mythology around BMF already. You know what I'm saying? It would have been easy for him to do that and get away with it, but he didn't want to do that. You know what I'm saying? So he was like, nah. This man got a kid that looked like him. I'm gonna go get him to play. You know what I'm saying? And he did that. So as much as I believe, oh shit. Oh shit. Hold on.
Happy birthday, little nigga.
Eat a bad assassin.
Damn, he came in looking down on you too.
Yeah. Nah, that's only because I'm blessed in my hand. That's why I got to put shades on. I'm trying to step outside. That's all.
Yo.
I didn't even think about it like that. But happy birthday, little nigga.
Yo, what's good, bro? How you doing, man?
How's everybody?
What's up,
man? Man, good to see you, dog.
Yeah.
I was angry, but I'm doing better now, brother.
Guess what? I know you in LA and you be around stars and shit, but I still got one up on you right now. Guess who with me right now?
Who?
Lazarus.
Oh, wow. He out there? Get the fuck out of here. What up, Laz?
Yo, what's up?
Yo.
Nice to meet you, brother.
Hey, man, this turned into the Gravitas Pod by accident, yo. This turned into the Gravitas Pod by accident right there. Yo,
hey, look, you want to talk that shit? I'm about to go get up with Cool Keith, nigga. What's up?
Lazarus rap better than Cool Keith.
I ain't getting into all of that part. I ain't getting into all that.
I did not say that, Cool Keith. That was Seven the Panther. At Seven the Panther on all social media websites.
And if you listen to Gravitas, if I said it, I stand on it. Don't cry for me,
man.
Exactly.
What's going on with you, man? How you living, man? Yo, thank you so much for what you did on Weekend Warriors, bro. Thank you. Thank you. You set the bar high.
Thank you for having me, brother. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's just one of many more.
Oh yeah. I mean, it's about to get crazy. It's about to get crazy. Mojo, I know in Mojo's brain, he's like, I don't know how long they're gonna be able to dance around this without actually talking about the album. We're supposed to do that next week, and I'm like, I know.
Oh, y'all talking about the album next week?
Yeah. I didn't get a chance to text him and tell you. I asked him earlier, but yeah, that's what he said.
Okay, I was gonna say I'll be back then, but nah,
no doubt. Yeah, I definitely should be back for that. Yeah, because I know it's as a matter of fact, I'm thinking, Laz, what you doing next Wednesday? Oh, because you off around the same time we record. So Laz will be with us next week too. I'm gonna see who else that's on the album I can get to hop on. So let's talk about it, man. If we're gonna talk about it, let's really talk about it. We're gonna have the whole Pantha Politix Podcast is gonna be high notes next week. So Mojo, you running the show next week, yo.
That's fine. I'm very excited.
You running the show next week. So just so you know, next week instead of your intro, it's gonna be the high notes intro playing when the show come on.
Hey, bro, this whatever.
So we will play yours on the way out.
It's whatever. It's all good. Whatever.
Man, I'm looking forward to that, yo. Looking forward to that. But we was just talking about your cousin Curtis, man. And your cousin Curtis, your cousin Curtis, and how he's talking about he get ready to torpedo Demetrius' whole reputation right now.
Yo, that nigga a cold piece of work.
Yes, he is. I love 50, yo.
Cold piece of work. So you saw what he said to Lil Meech?
Lazarus said no. What'd he say?
I missed it.
It's not really what he said. Okay, so Lil 50 posted the screenshots that Lil Meech sent him. Mm-hmm. I'm sorry, no. 50 screenshotted the text that Meech
sent him. Yeah.
Oh, what did he say?
And he said, "Yeah, I was just trying to hold on to the next season." And 50 said, "What season, little nigga?"
50 could have just been like, "I got my mind made up. Come on."
But look though, that ain't even the bad part.
That nigga's gangster.
That ain't even the bad part. First of all, I want to say rest in peace, Irv Gotti.
Rest in peace, Gotti. Yeah, no doubt. I was gonna get there. Yeah, Gotti died today. Yeah.
Did you see what 50 posted about that?
Yes, I did see what 50 posted.
I didn't.
That was. You know what? Matter of fact, I'm gonna pull it up real quick. So
I was talking about
that. Cold piece of work, Jack.
Man, look, dog. Your cousin Curtis is he a cold brother, yo. But like at the same time, like I was just telling them, I was like, at some point, yo, you gotta understand. Sometimes when a nigga say it's up and it's stuck, you just gotta understand that that's what it is. You know what I'm saying? And at the same time, you ain't necessarily gotta be like, this is one of them situations where you could have just let it ride and not say shit. But at the end of the day, if you do know 50, you know that way ain't gonna happen.
What is it to see my new shows?
Everybody knows who 50 is. everybody knows the recipe in that pot. This motherfucker ain't afraid of nothing.
Nope.
He got all the money in the world, and he get bored real easy.
Oh yeah. He's bored. He's bored as fuck. So he's like, yeah, you know what? Watch this. Watch this. Hold up. Where you go? Hold up. That's Steve Rifkin. You know what? Salute. You know what? I do want to say that too. I was thinking about him the other day, man. Salute to Steve Rifkin, man, for on a whole different note. We'll get into that some other time, but I don't want to just give him a shout real quick. Damn, yo. And you know what? The illest part of this is I just saw something else that came out. It's a fucking 949 flying over here, some shit. But I was thinking about Irv Gotti died in his early 50s, yo. DMX died in his early 50s. I just turned 50 today. You know what I'm saying? It puts a lot of things in perspective for me. I remember how I used to think about people that were 50 years old. You know what I'm saying? I remember how I used to think about that. And you got to also take into consideration, like 50 Cent is almost 50 years old. You know what I'm saying? So like, I think realistically, man, me personally, I have a high respect for what Irv did in the music business. It wasn't easy to do what he did. You know what I'm saying? Irv was going to sign me. I fucked up the situation when he was over at Blunt Recordings. He was going to sign me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, word.
Yeah. So,
yeah, I saw Jay Gunn post a similar story.
Word?
Yeah,
I had no
just
clue.
read it.
Yeah,
I just read it right
wild.
before I came on.
That's wild. Okay, yeah. Salute to Jay Gunn too, another Carolina legend.
Nice.
Another Carolina legend. I always wanted to battle him, but we bro, we're not gonna do it now. So if you hear this again and get a wild hair up your ass, don't do it because I don't got time. I don't got time. We're like, yo, we should do a record though. We could definitely do that. Let's do a record. But if you diss me though, just know.
If you diss me,
that's my guy right there.
Yeah, that's the homie, man. I'm just fucking around right now. I'm an MC. Yo. I'm talking my shit. I'm feeling myself just a little bit. Because Gravitas came out today. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, rest in peace, Irv Gotti, man. But your boy 50, yo, he told them point blank. You know what, dog? It won't be no more BMF. Not only that, but I'm gonna put out a whole ass documentary about you being a rat because I know the whole story. You know what I'm saying?
It's a cold piece of work, Jack.
That nigga's niggas better stop playing with Curtis. That's all I'm saying. They better stop playing with him. They better stop playing with him because he is not fucking around with these dudes, man.
At some point, somebody will catch on to what time it is and be like, "Nah, I'm good."
You know what I'm saying?
He said, "Nah."
You would think they would.
About Rick Ross and 50-50.
I'm willing to bet you he did.
You think he did?
Yeah, Laz just asked, do we think that Meech was aware of the 50 and Rick Ross tension?
Oh yeah.
yes, absolutely.
Yeah, could be some old school motherfuckers who ain't thinking about some rap.
That's true too. Because I mean, he even though they was tied to the rap industry by virtue of them trying to do the whole thing with Blue Da Vinci and Jeezy and all that shit. I don't know them to be the most hip hop connected people, but I mean, you know what I'm saying? At the same time, that was a pretty big thing. You know what I'm saying? Because 50 was still at near the peak of his, you know, his musical prowess at the time, and Ross was starting his ascension. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I think he kind of. I can't really say started his ascension because he had a very red man like run at a point where he was like go, and then it finally, you know, went over the hump. But so I would venture to say he knew, but I also don't think. I think in his mind, a rap beef ain't as serious as what he's probably accustomed to dealing with. You know what I'm saying? So he's like, oh, these niggas don't they rap about each other. Okay, whatever. Y'all made little skits about each other. Whatever. Okay, cool. It can't be that serious. But if you know 50 Cent,
know who you work with.
You might want to make that phone call.
You got to know who the fuck you working with.
And the thing is, so let's run under the impression that he didn't know or didn't have like that level of understanding. Ross did.
Yes. That's why he's smiling like that.
So
that smile's killing me.
Yeah, with that, it's like, okay, are you still fucking with him? Because he knows the position he put you in, even if you don't. So unless he's getting back on the gram and being like, yo, I didn't know Ross is a bitch, like that's the only way you're surviving that. Otherwise, 50 coming for the whole head. Oh.
Yeah, like he should have immediately been on some. Yo, hold up, Fifth.
Yep.
I ain't know. My bad, yo. Like, let's talk about this shit. I ain't know. But I mean, at the same time, but this the problem with that. This the reason why that wouldn't happen, especially not right this moment. Why it wouldn't happen. You just came home from this long ass bid. You got this reputation of being the guy. You know what I'm saying? At your height, you probably had more money than 50. And Ross put together. So I'm saying, like, you probably feeling like, yeah, I hear you, little nigga, but
both y'all some little niggas.
Yeah, both of y'all little niggas, especially Ross after he lost 2 Rick Rosses.
And I get that argument. I live in the present though.
True.
So you can know what you was, but it's good to know what you is.
Oh yeah, no doubt. But you know, that's the problem right there. You're right. Absolutely. That's the problem right there. That's the problem right there. It's a lot of people, and I think this actually leads to a much bigger conversation about recidivism and things of that nature. But at a point, you have to question the mentality of people that come out of prison that be on that type of time. Like, I understand who you used to be. I even understand who you may have been behind the wall. But you're walking into a bold new world right now. There wasn't no Facebook, Instagram, cell phones that's basically baby computers you walk around with in your pocket. With none of that shit going on when you went in.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's a whole new world. And it's little motherfuckers running around right now that don't give 2 fucks that you big beach. They will blow your fucking head off. Just because they want, just because it's fucking Wednesday. They don't need a reason. You know what I'm saying? So,
and honestly, like, he might have gone over there because he can. It might have been that simple. I've been in this little ass box for a long time. Why'd I go over there? Because I could.
I'm about to hop in the car and be out. I just wanted to say happy birthday, man. I love you, bro, and I love all y'all. Lads, good to see you
too, bro.
Yo, great meeting you. I love the Wave Letterman joint, bro. I just want to let you know that. Yo,
appreciate that.
You gotta do some work, man. That boy Drugs played the whole joint for me. He's like, yo, I gotta let you listen to this. He was so proud of it. The whole joint. So
that's fire.
Appreciate that.
Yo, safe travels, my brother. Love you, man. Talk to you later.
Yo, E, you getting in one of the robot cars?
Nah, this not a robot car.
Okay.
All right.
I ain't doing the robot cars. They get stuck in parking lots.
Yeah.
For hours, bro.
This was wild, man.
Peace, y'all. Peace.
That shit was wild. When I saw that video, I was like, yo, is that car just... And then I started reading the caption underneath, and I was like, "Oh, this shit been going around in circles for hours. It can't stop."
Bro, when do you break? At what point are you just like, I just want to get out of the car?
That's the question I asked myself too. I was like, I wonder how long I'd have kept going around in those circles before I just said fucking and jumped out.
Yeah,
because then it's also about how fast is this motherfucker going?
Right, that's what I was thinking. Like, what is the speed of the vehicle right now?
Yeah. How safe is this gonna be? Like, I'm
motherfucker going speed racer through the Walmart parking lot.
Right. How do I turn this off?
People are like, this is
off. You know what? The funny thing about that is this: it's people who, even after seeing that, will break their neck to go try to get this highly automated. Listen, ladies and gentlemen, whoever may be listening right now, y'all gotta stop, man. You should be very wary of this shit. Like, y'all run to the new shit like it's the new fly shit and it's cool. Dog, be very wary of this shit. Because if it can do all them things without you, what the fuck do they need you for?
They make the bystanders in the parking lot that are like, yo, that car's going really fast. Who's driving? The internet. Fuck that.
Who's driving the internet? Bill Gates driving that bitch, man. Leave it alone.
How do we turn off the internet?
Yeah.
Elon Musk is at home like this.
Yeah. Can somebody unplug the Wi-Fi? Goddamn it! I got work to do.
Oh hell yeah! Yo, that shit is crazy, bro. Nah, you want to talk crazy? Mojo, we can ready to talk about your cousin right now. I'm very, very concerned about Kanye West, dog. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm very concerned about him. I've been very concerned about him for a long time, but not only am I concerned about him, I'm concerned about the safety of that young lady that he calling his woman, that he keeps parading around with no fucking clothes on.
Right.
I'm very worried about this. Long story, listen. So they go to the and not only were they at the Grammys, but you could tell by how it played out that when he was there on the red carpet, he was not supposed to be there. If you look around at the expressions of other people, when you look at different angle pictures, this is before she took the jacket off. They was looking like, what the fuck is he doing?
You ain't nominated.
He was nominated for one joint, but I mean, even with that, like they only invite certain people to come be on the red carpet. Everybody else is invited. You come later, you can come on in and sit down, but you don't need to be here for this. So I have my concerns about why you would bring that young lady. And listen, man, I get it. Y'all, if y'all on y'all freak shit, y'all on y'all freak shit. I don't care. Not my problem. But there's a certain degree of the decorum that you're supposed to show in certain situations. You know what I'm saying? Especially when you're a professional. She takes her nice, beautiful, but it's a really pretty coat, but you probably killed way too many animals to make that shit. But she takes it off, and the dress that she's wearing is not there. Like, it's there, but it's not there. Like, you can see right through it. They did their thing with that for a few minutes. A few flicks popped off, blah, 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 blah. She puts the coat back on, they get in the car and leave. What was the point of that? Exactly.
They left.
They left.
They didn't stay for
the photo op.
So,
they got in the car.
There were multiple reports that they got asked to leave for multiple reasons.
Oh,
but he came out and said, "Oh nah, we left because we wanted to." And honestly, I don't have a problem believing it that he had no intention on going in that building.
Oh yeah, I don't doubt that. I don't doubt that at all.
He went out there for exactly what's happening right now. A week of press.
Oh yeah, I'm pretty sure something's coming down the pipe. Like, he about to drop something. You know what I'm saying? He about to drop something.
Go with it, please.
Mojo, so with your man, Joe.
I don't know, man. He's been shunned from the family for a while, so I don't know. He just be doing his freak shit, and I'm like, hey man, just don't bring that shit over here.
You're not invited to Thanksgiving.
Now there are those who would say that if you pay close enough attention to Kanye's music, he raps like a sex addict.
Yeah. No, it's been very apparent for a lot of different moments in his career.
I think paid very close
to. Yeah, no, very much since College Dropout, bro. You seen the Genius documentary, right?
Yes.
He's going out, he's buying the fucking the booty mags. I don't know what the names of them, but
the booty mags.
Even his music videos are like heavily sexually charged. Right. Not all of them. There's like a good majority of them that are like just kind of centered on the feel of the music, but showing ass and titties and stuff like that.
Oh yeah,
talking about it.
There are very few things in this world that I enjoy. I hate titties, but there are a few things that I'm an avid fan of. When I can't enjoy a nice set of titties, her face,
yes,
when all of this happened, just the face, like I couldn't concentrate. Like I wanted to look down, but she was completely blank.
At the end of the clip, hey.
And it's like this girl is.
She's nervous.
I don't even know if it's nervous at that point. I think it's broken.
She's a hostage. that's what Laz said.
As long as he feeds me my pills, I'm okay.
Absolutely. He ain't lying at all. Laz ain't never lied.
She get ready to start her Only Slave page. Only Slave.
Yeah, when Kanye say that he just bought his girl a chain, it means something different.
Cue the banjo music, bro.
So yeah, I don't. Even I mean, like she's an attractive woman, but I like. There's no way to take this as anything other than like, yo, what the fuck is going on?
Just for and I feel bad for her because every time she gets talked about, people talk about Kanye West and nobody ever says her name. Brianni Sensor, I think her name was Bianca Sensor. Like that. Yeah. Look, lady, listen. Listen. Like Monster said, you're an attractive lady. You clearly are comfortable with your own body, even though I'm not so sure you're comfortable sharing it with the world that way. Please get away from him. Please, just get away from him. And I'm not saying get away from him and stay away from him. Something has to happen to make him get the help that he needs.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like he fakes it and half-asses it enough to make people back the fuck off him. You know what I'm saying? And then he goes right back to this bullshit. Something has to be the catalyst to make him say, okay, enough. I'm too talented for this. I am too valuable for this that I'm doing. My legacy can't be defined by this shit. When you have a run of albums like he had in the beginning of his career, like for you to devolve into people only knowing you for shenanigans and dumb shit like this is problematic. In my personal opinion, you have at least 3 classic albums in your discography. At least. It may be more than 3, but I can give you 3 for sure. You know what I'm saying? So like, I don't know, man. I feel bad for him, and I do realize that, you know, he's always been a little weird, a little different, but since his mother died, he ain't been the same person, though. He's really been a very different person since then. So,
and the thing is, if it didn't come with so much extra baggage, he's right. He would be in that GOAT conversation, but there's just a lot of baggage that comes with that.
Oh yeah, absolutely. And then, not to mention the you know, ghostwriters and shit. But
yeah. But I mean, if you're putting Drake into that conversation,
I'm never putting Drake.
Well, you know, the people's out there.
No doubt.
You know how I feel about the whole thing. But if they're gonna put him in there, they can't overlook Ye. But the reason that they do is because it's like, yo, nah, we ain't talking about him.
Oh man! Oh, I was like, "What the hell is this that I'm seeing on here?" But like, never mind. Hey, podcasters. Oh, before I say that, Kanye West, get some help, please. Pretty please sugar on top. Podcasters, do me a solid, okay? I need y'all to do me a really big favor. If you're doing like an ad for somebody or some shit like that, like, please don't sound like an automated like AI voice reading it. Like, sound like a person. Like, I heard AI voices that sound better than some of these people out here reading off ads and shit. You cheapen the value of the ad. Like, people are gonna stop giving you money to advertise their shit while you talking like that. Stop doing it. You should be ashamed of yourself. Like, and you call yourself a professional. You call yourself a professional. And some of these motherfuckers that I'm talking about are not the lower rung, you know what I'm saying? I'm talking some of the bigger names. You know, and I gotta say this and get it off my chest while I'm talking about this. Listen, I appreciate what Drink Champs is supposed to be. I appreciate what it's supposed to be. But the reason why you end up with 4-hour-long episodes is because Nori, once he gets drunk, he can't shut the fuck up. And he keeps interrupting people, changing the direction of the conversation. And 25 minutes later, he brings us right back where it started from. And I think
editing is a thing.
Yeah. But the problem is he has way too much control of the situation. So it's like, you know what I'm saying? No, leave that in. Leave that in. No, nigga, don't leave that in. Like, what was that for? And I say that because I was watching the episode with Lamar Odom. And Lamar Odom is already clearly a troubled individual. You know what I'm saying? There's no denying that. He's clearly a troubled person. But you got him in there drinking. You know what I'm saying? That is what it is. Some people who have problems with other substances are able to drink and not do other shit, or able to smoke weed and not do other shit. I get it. Cool. If that's what you do, that's what you do. But you're drunk. and you're beginning to become confrontational because you're drunk, and he's asking you questions about a period of your life that you had to know was going to come up, but for whatever reason now you don't want to talk about it. And instead of just saying I don't want to talk about that, you get somewhat irate with Nori, and that's your man. You know what I'm saying? So at a point, Nori should have just been like, yo, I'm not going to elongate this. Let's cut the tape. I don't want to get this on tape just to try to embarrass this nigga. Like, turn the tape off. I need to talk to him. Maybe we need to stop this interview. You go get some water. We come back tomorrow and finish this. You know what I'm saying? But instead of doing that, he does what Nori does, and he tries to talk his way through it. And my God, it was a fucking train wreck. But Nori, please, man, stop doing what you're doing, yo.
That should have been the first drinkless drink chance. You can't have alcohol around an addict, an addictive type person. If you know he's already on the edge, he just is coming out of recovery from some wild shit. You know what I'm saying?
Wild shit.
So I mean, just as a friend, Nori should have been like, "I'm not even gonna get you drunk. I'm not even gonna do that this time. Even if you feel like you can handle it, I'm not even gonna put that around you. Like if you see when certain people come, like Royce to 5'9", people like that, you just hide the bottles. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. No offense, but I know that's a temptation for you. I'm not even gonna do that to you as a friend. That way you can kind of hold the conversation.
Right.
Nori, I think, was going for the viral moment.
I think they all be going for the viral moment, and that becomes the problem in podcasting. Because it became such a crowded field so quickly. People feel like they have to reach for wild shit. Pardon me, to stand out. When I think I think personally the podcasts that stand out to me are not the ones that do wild shit. They're the ones that stand on facts. That they're funny, but at the end of the day, their conversations are based in the actuality of situations, not trying to sensationalize anything. So that's just me personally. But yeah, I don't know how many podcasts y'all listen to outside of like I never asked y'all that actually. I mean, I know we on a podcast, but like how often do you listen to podcasts?
Fairly often.
I don't listen. I don't. Totally opposite side of the spectrum for me. I don't listen to podcasts at all, really. It's it's just because there aren't very many that hold my attention. But then again, because I'm in a cycle about it, I just don't go searching for them. I'm like, I don't think that any of these topics are going to interest me, so I don't go checking for others.
Such a cynical view. Okay.
And no, it is, bro. Like I literally just realized it's on like this list of things that my therapist sent me. And so it's like, great, maybe you need to go check out a podcast, bro.
You paid your therapist to tell you to go listen to a pod?
Yep, pretty much.
How you on a podcast, but you don't listen to podcasts?
Right. That's okay. We all
go
life.
Drink some milk. Now give me $300.
Now give me $300.
Okay.
Yo, that was one of my favorite scenes in The Wire when Prop Joe was like, I'm kind of like a therapist. I charge $100 an hour to tell a motherfucker he need to buy a bitch flowers every now and then, and charge another $100 an hour to tell her she need to suck some cock every once in a while. Yo, that shit is priceless, yo. That shit is priceless.
Yeah.
I don't
listen to.
It's cold as fuck.
No, go ahead.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I was just gonna say I don't listen to a lot of like the big podcasts. Like I listen to Budden, but that's really the only like mainstream podcast I listen to. Everything else, like I'll do like the conspiracy theory podcast type shit where they do like deep dives into things. Just because I'm like, there's something fucked up in this world. I'm gonna figure out what it is.
You feel me?
And then I listen to all the other shows on the Pantha Network. But yeah, so between Budden and how often he drops, how often the network drops, and then the 2 or 3 that I listen to, like that'll usually get me throughout the week when I'm not listening to music.
I feel, I have, it's strange you say that because I have noticed I listen to music a lot less than I used to. And it's only because I realize it ain't a lot of shit I hear that inspire me no more. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. A lot of times I would listen to music and, of course I'm a fan of music still, but like, there was something that it gave me that I'm not getting from it anymore. You know what I'm saying? And I don't know if it's because of the music or it's because of me. You know, and until I figure that out, I think that's going to remain the situation.
It's the music.
I believe you might be right. Yeah, because even some of the people that I'm a fan of, or that at least I'm a somewhat steady supporter of, I've been somewhat disappointed by some of like it's getting ready to hurt me to say this.
Oh my God.
It's getting ready to hurt me to say this. I find myself incapable of revisiting the Redman album. Ooh. I can't go back to it.
The new one?
Yeah, I can't go back to it. And I like it. And I know that I like it. But the problem is I don't like it like I should like something called Muddy Waters too. Because of how much I love Muddy Waters.
You know what it is, bro? You know what I think it is for real?
What's that?
I think that we grew up listening to music that was recorded on like tangible mediums. You know what I'm saying? Like tape, reels. And I think it has a different feel, like a vinyl feel, or like watching a VHS. Yes. You know what I'm saying? It just it connects with your vibration differently. I think when you hear this digital, no matter how good it is, it just ain't that. You know what I mean?
Facts.
It don't feel the same.
Man.
Yeah, it is possible to make something too clean. I agree with Laz 100%.
It's not like Redman fell off. You know what I'm saying? It's just that nastiness to make the beat and the vocals come together. Like it ain't one thing on top of the other. It's just one thing. You know what I mean?
Facts. Hell yeah. Yeah, it's way too. It's too clinical.
Yeah.
That's the word. I think that's the word that I would use. It's too clinical. Like it's as much and as okay.
Polished.
Ladies and gentlemen, don't attack me for this. Sometimes that's my problem with Kendrick Lamar.
Yeah.
Sometimes that's my problem with Kendrick Lamar. Ab-Soul is my favorite rapper on TDE. And I know Kendrick Lamar's not on TDE anymore, but Ab-Soul is always my favorite rapper on TDE. Huh?
He's your favorite black hippie.
Yeah. Yeah, Ab-Soul my favorite black hippie. I even to a degree like Schoolboy Q sometimes better than I like Kendrick. But I love what Kendrick represents, and I love the way that he goes about representing it. Some of the weird voice shit I don't like. And to be honest,
is that Kendrick Minaj?
Yes, Kendrick.
That's crazy.
Exactly.
Wow. Just classified it.
And I think that if I break it down line for line and really break it down line for line, he doesn't rap as good as J. Cole does. Line for line, he's not as good a rapper as J. Cole, but he has something that J. Cole doesn't have. There are tangible things within his arsenal as an artist that he does that J. Cole cannot do. J. Cole will never be the live performer that Kendrick Lamar is. He just doesn't think about a live presentation on stage the same way that Kendrick thinks about it. You know what I'm saying? So with that said, it may very well be the music, but I also feel like a part of it is as I began to evolve and change as a person, the same things that used to speak to me sometimes don't speak as loudly. As much as I love MOP, I don't listen to them nearly as much as I used to, because sometimes that energy is just too fucking much for me. And I might go outside and punch a motherfucker that don't deserve to get punched. You know what I'm saying? I just can't handle it. Onyx, love Onyx. Can't listen to them all the time. I fucked around and put on Shut 'Em Down at work one day, and I'm listening to the album, and I'm on the first fucking song, Raise It Up.
Raise It Up.
And I'm like,
East Coast, West Coast battle.
By the time Sticky's verse got halfway through, I'm in my chair bouncing up and down and shit. They looking at me like, what the fuck are you doing?
See, that's where I thrive. I'm like, I'm getting ready to fuck you up. That's what I'm doing.
So yeah, man, it could be the music. I don't think it's a 50-50. I think it's probably 70% the music and 30% me at this point. But like,
well, I mean, of course, people's like interests and like, you know, kind of what they're feeling in the moment, that's going to evolve. Right. And that evolves because you're into the music as well. Like, you know, when you have such a profound love of music, like you're going to hear a lot of it, and that's going to shift things around. So, you know, there's a lot of effect that it has there, and that's all real. But you also have to consider the fact that, like, just a lot of the music, whether it be is too clean or whether it be that it's just trash, like the music doesn't sound like it used to.
Yeah.
You ever been in a pool with a girlie with a fat ass?
Yeah.
When the butt cheeks smack together with the water, that's what most of the music sounds like today. Wet ass crack. And if I'm in the mood, I'm down all the way. And I'll start bumping like I'm listening to Onyx. But sometimes it's just like, yo, ride it out a little bit first.
Oh, shit. Yo, I'm dead, bro. That's hilarious. Oh, my God. Yo, every time I hear a Wax song now, that's all I'm going to be thinking about.
Yep.
This is wet booty.
You know what? When we talking about music, I think it's time, man. I think it's time.
Ooh, here it comes.
And I know I said what I said in the chat, but I'm gonna be nice today. I'm lying like a motherfucker right now. No,
man. Be honest, because that's what I'm about to be.
And just for the record, every year to go up on the ladder, my I don't give a fuck goes up twice. So yeah, just to put that out there, just so y'all know, I really don't give a fuck now. So it is what it is, man. But with that said, we getting ready to get into some conversation about some independent music that y'all may not know about. Of course, led by my brother Mojo Barnes. So with that said, we about to hop off into high.
Welcome. It's High Notes, bitch. Okay, so this time...
Oh, that's the new tagline. It's High Notes.
It's High Notes, bitch.
It's High Notes, bitch. Okay. I decided to kind of take this to a different state. There's a up-and-coming rapper who, will send me his music and, on IG and stuff like that. And so, he sent it enough. I was like, well, let me listen to it because I just got kind of tired of not being kind, I guess. It's like, fuck is this type of shit. But, some people, it's just like, what are you doing on a random Saturday evening? Why not, right? So my boy's name is Troublesome, and he's out of Michigan. I don't remember the city, but he sent me a link to another EP project. He kind of releases the music in small increments, and they're pretty quickly released. I guess like it's one after the other type of a thing. There's a new single or there's a new EP that comes out, and so I've kind of discussed some things with him. This project that we're discussing is Motion from Emotion. I've discussed a couple things with him on previous albums that he sent me. Did you guys listen to it?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So, I listened to it.
All right. So before we get into the peanut gallery and their opinions, I think I have mixed emotions about Troublesome's music because although I enjoy the work ethic, a lot of his songs sounds like he's just straight up freestyling, like every single song. And it seems like the task is to see how many songs he can produce to put out a project. Like it's just strictly work ethic. It doesn't seem like there's a whole lot of thought being put into the lyrics. And so that's not always a bad thing. But the thing is, it a lot of times will give off like standing outside of the spot, freestyling with the homies. We're all drunk and smoking cigarettes and shit. And we're just kicking some shit. And everybody's like, that rhymes. You know what I mean? I really like that phrase. I think you said that, Gabe, right? Or Monster, excuse me. Shit. Fucked up.
Gabe's fine, but yeah.
Gabe. Hey. I ruined it. No, but so this This guy, yeah, it was cool. It was cool. Not my favorite. I haven't really pinpointed a song that I enjoyed. And that's not to be like, this whole thing is bad. This is not one for me this time. But Monster, what are your thoughts on it?
So there were some tracks that had like little 4-bar groupings that I was like, okay, like I can fuck with that. I'm not even gonna say that his lyricism was bad. I want to know his intention. Because like I will do things intentionally. Me saying that I'm not a rapper, I will do things intentionally on a track where maybe I'll put it off half a beat because I want people to be uncomfortable. I do it intentionally. If that is his intention, then okay, I can understand that. But there were times where, like, even with you saying like, oh, well, that rhymed, like there are times where a lot of times where it's like that didn't. So there wasn't one track that had everything for me. Some of the tracks had beats that I liked. And the thing is, I kind of feel like he liked them too, because on a regular occasion, if I was like, okay, this beat's pretty dope, it wasn't mixed properly. And it was almost like they left the beat too heavy to where half the time I couldn't even hear what he was saying. And I'm like, okay, you liked this beat so much that you let it drown yourself out. And then there were, like I said, there was a few points where I was like, okay, like, yeah, like I could see what you were going for there. I definitely think you could have cleaned it up. If your intention is to be out there and be rapping, then yeah, like there's a lot of things that you need to do as far as quality control. It's dope that he has a good work ethic, but work ethic is only going to take you so far if you're not worrying about the quality of your product as well.
Right.
So, you can throw out a lot of names that are widely known to have immaculate work ethic. Like we can take it other places. We can talk about fucking Kobe. Like the work ethic was there, but the thing is, every one of those people had an amazing work ethic, and they were dope and brought, that heightened level. So just saying that, like, yo, I have a dope work ethic and I'm working 60 hours, but I'm emptying trash cans, and it's like, okay, dope, good work ethic. But yeah, there were things that I liked. I would really like to know his intention of the album. But I wasn't mad at anything, but it was just one of them things where, yeah, after a while I was just like, I don't know why I'm listening to this. I don't know what you're trying to tell me. And if you're intentionally trying to make me uncomfortable in certain aspects, it's working. But maybe that's what he's going for. And if it is, yo, like, good.
Cool. Well, yeah.
Yo. All right, man. Look, I initially said that I was going to be nice today because you already said you were working hard to find a song that you enjoyed. And I was like, man, it's funny. It kind of sounds like my assessment too. But here's the thing. There was one record. I can't remember the name of it. Was it called The Rate or some shit like that? That's probably the one that I was able to vibe with the most. I'm not necessarily saying even that I like it, just more so that out of what I heard, that was the most impressive thing that I heard. There's some times when it seems like the rapping is not very focused. It's kind of all over the place. And then some of the punchlines are very weak. And even some of the introspection seems forced. You know what I'm saying? Like it's not an actual, realization of something. It's like, I just want to say this because I think it sounds good. And I mean, I could very well be wrong. Those could be genuine things that this young man feels. He just doesn't know how to present it yet. I won't say there's no hope. You know what I'm saying? I won't say that. I think that there's a very good chance that perhaps at some juncture he could figure out how to take what he does and make it more palatable to people. You know what I'm saying? But at the present, I can't see myself, especially with me having a far less investment in music time that I take it in. Pause. I wouldn't take the time, like, unless without you sending it and saying that we're talking about this on High Notes, I wouldn't have taken the time to listen to that past the first 35 seconds of the first song. I'd be like, yo, what the fuck is this? Turn that shit up. You know what I'm saying? So I think getting into the songs quicker would help him. In certain instances, I think taking more. It seems like he writes in a rush. At least it sounds like he writes in a rush. You might actually gain something from taking more of a Mojo Barnes approach to writing. Take your time. You know what I'm saying? Even if you got to write it, write 4 bars and walk away from it.
I wouldn't suggest it.
I mean, maybe not as slow as Mojo to write a verse, but I'm just saying, like, just taking that opportunity to kind of really, like, okay, so basically, I've been able to watch. I've been in the lab with Mojo writing, and I've been around Monster writing. I've been around Monster writing in times that he never ever wrote it down. Like, he just talked it into his phone. You know what I'm saying? And it, talk to text type shit. So their styles of writing are very different. But there are times when Monster may take longer to write something because of how he's trying to detail it out. You know what I'm saying? And then there's times when Mojo may come a little quicker just because maybe we ain't really talking about shit. We just rapping. And so, like, I had these lines kind of dancing around in my head and didn't know what I was going to do with it. So let me just, you know what I'm saying? And there's times when it comes a little quicker. But in this particular case, as I was listening to the music, what I was gaining from it was, you're still not quite sure who you are. You're not sure who you are as a person. You're not sure who you are as an artist. And unfortunately for you, it's showing. Unfortunately for you, it's showing. Now, there is going to be an audience of people who are also confused about who they are, who will become his stand tribe. You know what I'm saying? Unfortunately, that will happen. And I say unfortunately because that may be the worst thing that could possibly happen to him in regards to his growth as an artist. So I hope for his sake that doesn't happen. But
I hope people hate you.
I mean, not that bad, but close to it though. Oh, that's fucked up. I can't believe I said that. I'm just saying.
I appreciate the critiques that you guys share, because I think if it's something that he actually decides that he wants to listen to, then it could benefit him quite a bit, because I agree with Monster. It's like this work ethic is not going to be anything without the quality. So if you're going to put this much work in and this much effort into making this much music, there's got to be a shift somewhere. But I don't necessarily think we need to see every section of growth as quickly as you're releasing it, because then it just becomes like, where do we tell you're actually getting better? I think my main focus, and I told him this before, I'm like, bro, turn down your reverb, because I can't understand anything that you're saying if I can't, like, hear you because of the reverb. But maybe that's just his aesthetic. I don't know, but yeah, bro, troublesome. I think you got a little bit of work to do, but I think that it just depends on what you release next, I suppose. Are you on the right path? Are you not? Should you quit? Maybe not. Should you keep exploring your sound? Maybe not. I don't know.
Hey, yo, I feel you, and I'm getting ready to cry just a little bit, Monster. I'm gonna cry a little bit because Laz just said to me, you wouldn't leave so early in the morning. We could have shot some video footage, and I was like,
yeah.
And anyway, troublesome. Keep grinding, yo. Keep grinding, but slow down just a little. Slow down just a little bit, and maybe take some time to figure out exactly why you call yourself troublesome and what exactly you're trying to say to people. You'd be surprised how far that takes you.
No.
Yes. Oh shit! Wow, that was wild.
Yeah.
I don't know. Do you have anything further for Mr. Troublesome?
No. I was gonna just talk about weed, but I mean, we can end this and talk about weed.
What kind of weed are you smoking right now?
Well, I just mainly wanted to show this bud because it looks really good, but it's the gelato punch.
Man, I like gelato anything. That's wild. I'm cool with a Klansman because his name's Gelato and shit. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Klansman?
Yeah. We cool. We cool. I was smoking. I don't know what was smoking. What is it called? I don't know. Gelato 41. So we both getting our gelato on. It's all good. Hey, he didn't even know gelato's my favorite, but he came with gelato. And it's bro, listen.
That's fire.
Sometimes the universe do what it's supposed to do for you. You understand what I'm saying? Oh man. Is that gelato that you smoke from Bodega, or is that
This is something a little different. It's a company called Monkey Business.
Ah, okay.
So, I'm kind of trying to scope out what is here in Puyallup. And this is what I came across.
Yeah, that's one thing I can say for certain that I have come to appreciate about Washington and the cannabis culture. When I go to different cities, I'm able to get different things that I don't get in other places. You know what I'm saying? So it's not like, wherever you're going to Washington, you're going to get the same shit. So you got to go to Oregon to get something different, or you got to go to Cali to get something different. But nah, so I appreciate the variety. And, I got to ask, Monster, listen.
Bro, it's crazy that you said what you said, because I'm going through an existential crisis.
Uh-oh.
God.
I bought this one because it was called Cracker Barrel Pie. And I was like, okay, so it's a fruity flavor. And I opened it up and I realized, like, yo, this is white as fuck. And then it hit me, damn, so is Cracker Barrel. Now, I was focused on the pie. And then it hit me. I'm like, is this funded by the Klan?
Bro.
Because I'm about to be real mad. So I'm smoking Cracker Barrel Pie, but I'm doing it as I'm taking it back.
Take it back.
Take it back to crackers.
Yeah.
Yo, that's wild. But crackers.
Yeah, I was so upset.
Cracker Barrel Pie. God.
I was like, the whites got me again.
Not again.
That is some of the wildest shit I ever heard in my life.
Piss me off, man.
Yo, that's crazy. Oh man, yo, salute the Bodega Bud, salute the Monkey Business, salute the Ooh-Wee, salute the Stone Age, salute to all the growers, all the clippers, all the sellers, the bodegas that be selling the weed up behind the fucking bread loaves and all that bullshit. Y'all already know, man. Wherever the weed at, we got love for y'all, man. You know what I'm saying? As long as the weed is good, don't come to me with that bullshit. Don't bring a Mexican brick to me, buddy. Okay, I don't want it. We stopped smoking that in the 90s. Oh man! Thank you very much. Much appreciated.
Yeah, no problem.
Salute the Mojo Barnes. Salute the Troublesome, ladies and gentlemen. High notes.
I'm on the big screen. Damn.
Oh shit. Look, I was pushing the button, but it was like, nah. Nah.
5 seconds of fame.
Nah,
it's just me now, bitches.
Oh shit. Speaking of bitches, what's up with your man Diddy, yo? Like, dog, it just keep getting weirder and fucking weirder about it.
Fucking bitches.
It just keep getting weird. The strangeness never stops. Like, this shit is insane, yo. Like, my phone died. So I was trying to get to the article again. I think I got it right here. Let me see. Mr. Jonathan Diddler Combs.
Wow. What a name.
Mr. Jonathan Diddler Combs has officially been accused of sexually assaulting an aspiring rapper in a new lawsuit. Diddy is facing yet another sexual assault lawsuit, this time from an anonymous up-and-coming artist. In the suit filed by attorney Tony Busby, who has got to be the biggest pain in Diddy's ass ever in the history of life, who is responsible for a number of legal actions against Diddy. Huh?
I'm pretty sure he's had other
pains. My bad, yo. I was in the zone. I was just going with it. My apologies. that was rather flagrant. My apologies. Oh god. So Busby, that fucker. Man,
Diddy is sitting in a cell by himself right now and just shouted out, "Put some respect on my name," and he don't even know why.
Yeah, he has no idea why it happened. Yeah, no clue why that just went down. I'm not gonna apologize to him. Fuck that guy. Yo, you know what? I just realized if I'd have beat his ass that day, like I was supposed to, maybe I could have stopped a lot of this shit from happening. I could have saved so many people. Yeah, so many.
Your fault.
Huh?
Your fault.
I'm not gonna tell the story right now. We'll do it. Yeah, we'll tell the story another time. But he was accused of drugging and sexually assaulting a male rapper and singer in 2015. This is according to Variety. The man who was referenced to in the lawsuit was John Doe, claims that he was scheduled to be the opening act for a popular artist at a number of Los Angeles nightclubs. Before one concert, Doe says he was told that Diddy would be in attendance and he could land a deal with Bad Boy Records if he performed well. Now, see, long story less long. He says he goes to the after party. There's a lot of other people there, a lot of famous people there. He sees them getting high, taking drugs, or whatever. That he was handed a drink by one of Puffy's people and soon realized that he'd been drugged. He then says that he was drifting in and out of consciousness. Saw Diddy engaging in group sex with people that he described as being drugged and unconscious, or whatever the case. Yeah, man. Look, he said that apparently he got groped while he was unconscious and performed oral sex on him. Look, he said he tried to fight him off. I mean, okay, listen. I mean, there's some drugs that you're going to take that are going to really, really reduce your ability to fight somebody off. I know that. I do know that. I mean, I'm not a dumb. I'm not a dumb. But there's something about this that just rings off to me. I don't know what it is. Can't really put my finger on it, even though Diddy probably did. But I can't quite it doesn't make sense to me. There's something about it that ain't adding up. So I've been in a lot of scenarios in the music business where if I did A, B, or C, this thing was supposed to occur. The whole hype man for KRS One thing was supposed to lead to something bigger, and it did. That went down the way it was supposed to. But in this particular instance, and by this point in the late, you're talking about 2015. Like by this point, there was already rumblings about some of the weirdo shit that Diddy was into. You know what I mean? About some of the fuck shit that was going on over there at Bad Boy. And even if you didn't know about none of the sexual things, they've done enough bad business that why would you want to sign with a Bad Boy? There's a degree of desperation involved in this. So my thing is this: the things that motivate you to do one thing will make you do something else. If desperation made you do one thing, desperation will make you do something else too. What exactly is the current circumstances of your life? Are you trying to take a shot at somebody that may or may not have went down? It may or may not have went down the way you're saying it. But is this a situation where you're taking a shot in an opportunity where you feel like you may gain something from it that you may feel you deserve? No, another question. But yeah, I don't know. I know y'all read the article. Thoughts?
Would you like to go first, Mojo?
Sure. I mean, I don't know. I feel like with the wild things that kind of keep popping out, it just kind of seems like they're cheap attempts at trying to create Tubi movie scripts. And so it's like it creates some drama. Maybe it'll catch the eyes of some entertainment company. Like that's it.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I am curious to know though if this is an actual like situation that happened. You know, who is the rapper? I'm just curious. I think everybody is, but that's really all I got from it. I'm so tired of hearing about Diddy. There's so much fucking shit going on.
So there were a few things in the article. Now, I'm no scientist. I don't think Diddy is either, but he has access to more science than me. There's a lot of things that will put you out. There's a lot of things that will put you out and make it to where your dang-a-lang ain't gonna get not dang-a-langing. So that's the first thing. Is what exactly is he spiking people with that they still like getting up? But the thing that really made me question this one was what he says Diddy said after he woke up. If you want a record deal, you better comply. I don't know any black man in America that's going to say that. That sounds like it was written by a white lawyer. And Mike Busby is white as fuck.
Yeah. Back to the drawing board, boys.
Yeah. So I have a hard time believing this one.
He said he had a hard time too. Damn it, John Doe, you fucking freak. I don't know, man. I got my questions. Questions. Like, it's a lot of shit I got questions about around this whole shit. But it's the same questions I had around the R. Kelly situation. It's the same questions I have around Weinstein. The same questions I have around Epstein. Same questions I have around any of these so-called powerful people. And I want to put this clear, make this very clear to people. People with money are only as powerful as you allow them to be. Mm-hmm. I don't care how much money they have. They're only as powerful as you allow them to be. There's nothing that a person, just because a person got a bunch of money, dog, if they get punched in the mouth, they bleed like anybody else. Like anybody else. What was it? I think Jay-Z said it. I was thinking about 50 Cent when he said it, but it's the mentality, you know, if I shoot you, I'm famous. If you shoot me, you brainless. So you're rich. If you come fucking with me, maybe there's something wrong with you. But if I defend myself against you, nobody's going to be upset about that. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Who's going to be mad? I don't know, man. It's a lot of that shit that just don't add up to me. I don't understand how grown people can see these things taking place and not act. You know what I'm saying? Like, there are parents who were taking their children to R. Kelly's place. Taking them there. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? There's parents who took their kids that didn't. There's grown-ass men and women who are claiming that A, B, and C happened. And I'm not saying claiming as if we ain't seen evidence of some of it. I know what happened to Cassie. I can't speak for the rest of y'all. Yeah. I know what happened to her for sure. Without a doubt. Now, there's overwhelming evidence that it happened to way more people than that. Don't get me wrong. And it's not circumstantial. Not at all. Because when you think about, I don't know if y'all, okay, so there's a new Diddy documentary out. I can imagine until the trial is done, even after the trial is done, we're probably going to end up with about 20 of them. Mm-hmm. But this particular one is 5 parts. There's a specific part where a person who was a runner for Diddy, for his parties, was showing text messages of the things that were being asked for. To me, if these things that are being said are factual, it's kind of open and closed situation for me at that point. If this is really true information that you're sharing, there's no defense for that. There's no way you can say that you didn't say that because it's right there in black and white, or it's right there in the blue bubble or green bubble, whatever the case may be. Man, it's just tragic, though. It's tragic because the most fucked up part about it to me is the person who did it to him is not going to pay for it. But he's going to pay for everything he's done.
Yeah.
But the person that did it to him is not going to pay for it. And people may look at me crazy when I say that, but do not get it twisted. This is not some shit that just happened. It happened to him. And that's the reason why it happened to everybody that came under him. Y'all should go talk to Clive Davis. Go talk to him. Find out what he knows. I don't think him or Tommy Mottola are the most angelic individuals in the world. Anyway, we ain't gonna get into all that right now because they might try to come kill me. But yeah, you know, I'm just saying, somebody did it to him, yo. They had to. Mm-hmm. So whoever did, damn, y'all fucked up life for a lot of people, yo. I fucked up life for a lot of people.
The money's only gonna get you so far. Like, you know, even with this story, whether the dude's saying that he did or didn't do it now is probably bullshit. He's saying that in the nick of time I got out. Okay. We know Puffy to be violent in the past. There's video of him being violent. Cool. So, but the money will only take you for so far. The Booty Warrior was broke, but he took it.
Oh, I call him Chris Handsome.
Yeah, he broke. So it's methodology behind it. He just take what he wants. Diddy brought people to parties, drug them up. You know, do whatever he's gonna do. Some of it's bullshit, some of it ain't. A lot of baby oil. So there's a level of investment there, absolutely. Like the money will bring a lot of things, but the bottom line is anybody that didn't want to be there or do something, I'm not blaming them.
Right.
I'm just saying, like, to your point, knock that motherfucker out.
Bro.
I don't care if you're worth $1 or a B.
I wish people could have seen how afraid he was when the Locks were trying to get out of their contract. You act like because he's got money, he's fearless and he's untouchable. He was scared of them niggas. Scared to death. Because he knows Styles P couldn't wait to. Styles P known for pulling the blade out and getting that motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? And Sheik is 6'2", 230 pounds of pure Yonkers aggression. Silverback gorilla. Absolutely. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, and that's no diss to Jada, but Jada just probably be in the back like so you know what I'm saying? It is what it is. But like that showed though, that should have been proof positive. That if you buck back, you know what I'm saying, he ain't gonna stand up to that. I blame the people who laid down willingly in situations where they should have stood up for every other fucking thing that happened. You know what I'm saying? Like, I honestly believe that Biggie trying to stand up to Diddy and get out of that situation got him murdered. Mm-hmm. I will never not believe that. I believe that May saw things he could never unsee. That's what drove him to be a preacher. I don't think he's a good one. I think he's full of shit. But it drove him far enough away from the music business. Look what happened to Loon. Look what happened to Craig Mack. Look what happened to Black Rob. Look what happened to Total. Like, there's a long laundry list. Like, you can't name me 3 people who were on Bad Boy who were doing well when they left or who did anything well after it was over. Faith Evans' career is over. She can write for whoever she wants, but her career as a singer in front of the camera is over. The only time you see her is when Diddy dusts her off to bring her back out on the stage to do some shit. It's the only time you see her. So, at a point, motherfuckers got to admit to a degree that they allowed this shit. It ain't no different than you going to the fucking polls and voting for Donald Trump. You allowed this shit because that's what you asked for.
this is like this particular framework, and you already named the names, whether you're talking about Epstein, whether you're talking about that other white motherfucker from Hollywood, or Weinstein,
yeah,
Weinstein,
Epstein, both of the
Epstein, yeah, all the Stein,
Bears, all the motherfuckers.
When we're talking about all of these situations, like this type of crime is done by weak people.
Facts.
Like, that's what this is. This is a crime of a broken person. Like, you are weak, and that's why you set it up like this, to give somebody like no other choice, quote unquote, because you're too much of a bitch to be the booty warrior and just take it. So when I say that, I'm not joking. Like, there are people out in the streets that don't do it that way because they don't have to. I'm a big motherfucker. I want something. I want you.
And I'm like you, and I want you. We can do this the easy way.
When I say it, I'm not saying it as a joke. I'm saying there are people that will conduct those acts that do it out of force. Diddy is not one of them. He's weak. So, like, the fact that, there's so many people coming out, and like even the people that just knew about it and went along with it, it's like you could have mopped this motherfucker anytime that you wanted to.
Yep.
So that's the part that gets me, is that at any point somebody could have been like, bitch, but nobody did.
I wish somebody had, for crying out loud. Jeez Louise.
I blame you.
Right.
I blame you. Oh,
you did it.
You should have hit him when you had the chance.
Cassie, if you ever see this, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. You, all of the people, Danny Kane, all of y'all, I'm sorry.
The band, poor woman.
After their first punch, he might have been like, I'm going to change my life.
This is it.
Oh my God.
This is my defining moment. Come on, Mace.
Might as well go find God. Your arms too short.
Let's go be preachers.
Yo, that's wild, man. So I gotta ask. I know y'all ain't sports people, but Super Bowl. Y'all got a pick for the bowl?
I'm kind of ashamed to say this, but I don't even know who's in the fucking Super Bowl right now.
The Eagles and the Chiefs. My bigger question is, do the refs have somebody?
True. Who you guys got this time, guys?
Because it seems like the refs had people in mind the whole season.
Oh yeah. I think the referees really, really like Andy Reid and Patrick Mahomes. Now I'll say this. I will say that in that Houston, Texas game, and mind you, this ain't all purpose. I'm not getting ready to get all deep into sports, but in that Houston, Texas game, there were clearly some calls that were made that weren't supposed to be made. Not so many in the Buffalo game. I think that game was a little more evenly officiated, but the thing for me is, it was a little more evenly officiated, but realistically, y'all should have never been there. You know what I'm saying? So even though you won the game, had things gone the way they were supposed to in the Houston game, maybe you're not even there to win it. You know what I'm saying? I personally, a part of me I can't lose in the scenario because I always go with the black quarterback. It just so happens they're both black quarterbacks. So at this point, it kind of just comes down to, I think that there is some fishy shit going on with Kansas City, so I kind of want Philly to win. But and plus I'm a Raiders fan today, and Kansas City's in our division and fucked up. So yeah, but.
There was an AI video that I was watching, and it was like, the prediction for the Super Bowl. Oh yeah. And it worked out like a lot of them work out. It's like, okay, the Eagles are up, and then all of a sudden the referee calls like 3 bad calls, and all of a sudden the Chiefs are getting ready to take in. The Chiefs score, and there's like 7 seconds on the clock, and they're like, oh, the Chiefs are gonna win. And then all of a sudden you hear a voice, and you'll be like, no, they're not. And it turns the camera around, and it's Tom Brady, Gronk, and Randy Moss in Eagles outfits. And they were like, the only way that the Chiefs lose.
That's crazy.
And they just did like an 80s montage of them going ham, and the Chiefs lost.
You want any further proof that I'm old? He said he was watching an AI video. I thought we was about to talk about Allen Iverson. Yeah, I admit it. It's true. It's absolutely true.
You poor soul.
Tyson, man. Yo, I'm just saying, bro. It's it is what it is, yo. So listen, I understand that under normal circumstances, if I was at home, we probably keep going for a few more minutes. But it's like my flight is at 8:30. My flight is at 8:30. I'm trying to at least take a nap before I get on that motherfucker. So this is cool though, man. I enjoyed this, man. It was dope having Laz here, man. And adding on to it. I'm looking forward to next week. We having the high notes pod next week. So we'll be talking about Gravitas. I'm gonna see how many of the people who contributed to the album I can get to pop on. But Laz already said he'll be here. Either Mad Assassin will be here. I'm hoping Apostle AP will be here. As he was not only appears on half of the album, but he's also the one who mixed and mastered it, and basically executive produced it. If I'm fingers crossed, I'm gonna try to get Drugs into it. I'm gonna try. We'll see what happens. But yeah, I doubt I'm gonna be able to get Superstition. I might be a year older than him, but he way older than me. So was old nigga. Anyway, he's been like that ever since I know him, really. But that's my man, yo. Love for the Superstition, man. Salute to Fonte and Superstition. I hope that if y'all do hear this, I mean, I could literally just clip this shit and send it to you. But if y'all do hear this, listen, just for the one time, Lazarus, Superstition, Fonte, 7 to Pen. Let's do it. Matter of fact, we can make it a 5-headed monster. Let's go get OC2. Let's go get OC2.
Black Russian.
Yeah. Whoa. Coming for y'all. Man, y'all know what it is, man. On behalf of the squad, salute the Pretty King, salute the Echo Limitless, Mojo Barnes, Monster. Listen, I am 7 the Panther. This is Pantha Politix Podcast. Salute to All Purpose. Of course, we got new sidebars on the way. Y'all already know what time it is. Gravitas out right fucking now. Happy birthday, me, nigga. Peace.